NERDSoul. Yeah, late L Kid at one, yo. So hold it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, we're starting off with another wonderful episode of Thumbnails. That's right, and we're gonna get it started off with the same way we start off all of our wonderful episodes, talking about Star Wars. That's right, Star Wars Rebels, since it's back from its break, is rolling right along with some cool stuff. We had Legacy of Mandalore, and now we have Through Imperial Eyes. And this is an episode, or an episode like this, is one that I've been waiting for a long time. We finally got to see a lot more Thrawn. We got to see a more personal side of him, more of what his day-to-day life is like, and also the fact that he's been on to Fulcrum for quite some time. This episode, we're following around Kallus and kind of seeing what he's doing and how he's trying to navigate being on the Imperial side and also being Fulcrum. And this episode comes through as very tense, very high stakes, very, very important, very, very interesting to see how the different situation plays out with him trying to escape suspicion. And this is a top quality episode, yo. Like I can't even front. I was expecting Rebels to do what they normally do, which is come back from a break with some weak episodes and then get strong. But they've came back with some quality stuff. They've came back with Legacy, which was definitely on point. Sabine's whole Game of Thronesian type family drama was dope. And this episode, with all of like the espionage and the sneakiness and the high stakes, I'm really very proud of you guys. Lucasfilm, y'all are killing it. I'm very, very proud of you, because season 1 and 2, we're washing that away. Right now, you guys are on a roll, and I expect nothing more. So I'm very interested to see what you guys thought about this episode, especially seeing Thrawn training, Thrawn figuring out, and Thrawn eliminating possibilities, and Thrawn kind of being the master kind of tactician that he is. I enjoyed it. It warmed my heart to finally see Thrawn the way we were promised we were going to see him. Hopefully in these next, these subsequent episodes, we'll be able to get a lot more Thrawn, because this show needs it. The show needs it. Less Ezra, more Thrawn. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this episode, man. I was fully and thoroughly pleased with it. A lot of dope stuff. Governor Price, Kallus, you even had like Chopper coming through. It was really cool. And you got to see that Governor Price had a little skills, man. Governor Price kind of nice with it. I had to give her props. You know what I'm saying? She fought with one of the best of them. So anyway, of course, let me know what you think down in the comments, and let's chop it up and talk Star Wars, because that's what I do. But anyway, we're going to move right on. And next up, we're going to talk about something that I am super hype about in a Blu Ray release and digital release of Vixen. Now, Vixen, you may know if you've been following the DC animated series and like animated releases, had a CW Seed kind of mini series with season 1 and season 2 of these short episodes that built up to like a arc-long story of Vixen kind of getting her origin, and also kind of having her family drama and fighting some interesting new villains that, kind of surround her world, and kind of like build her up as a character inside the DC, I guess, Arrow Flash verse, DC TV verse. And you get to see Flash in there, you get to see Arrow in there, you get to see some cool fight scenes and some great character development and character design. And I was really, really blown away by it, and I didn't know if we were going to get a season 3 or not, and that's not confirmed. But what is confirmed is that we're going to be getting the Blu Ray release and digital release of all of these episodes together, plus 15 minutes of never before seen footage to make this a feature film. And I'm hyped because Vixen is someone who should have been highlighted a long time ago. And when it comes to DC home releases and DC movies that are animated, I believe this puts her up there with very, very good company, because I believe the only other young lady from the DC side that's gotten a feature release of the home, animated series or animated movies was Wonder Woman. So, kudos to Vixen and doing her thing, and kudos to DC for putting this all together for us, because I've watched the series on CWC a couple times, and it does break the flow of the story when it's like, okay, the episode's over and you gotta start it again, and each episode is only about 7 to 10 minutes long, something like that. So it does kind of break the flow. So now I can watch this fully as one whole story. Now, if you haven't seen the CWC Vixen, you should definitely check it out. You go CWC.com or something like that. But, all the episodes are there, and you can watch kind of this short progression of her getting her powers and all of that cool stuff. And it's just really great to see some production and some, I guess, some, power put behind a character like Vixen. Vixen's dope. She's been fresh for a long time. I've had my eye on her ever since probably the JLU days kind of reinvigorated her. She was in the comics here and there that I saw her, but then when I saw her in JLU, it really reignited my interest in her. So I'm hyped for this, and I think this is dope, and I think this hopefully will open up a pathway for other characters that aren't seen as the big three to kind of get some love on CWC, to maybe get some love on some Blu Ray releases. So guys, if you're feeling Vixen, if you're feeling DC animated movies at all, check out that Vixen Blu Ray when it comes out. It should be coming very, very soon, especially those 15 extra minutes. I definitely want to know what those are. I'll be getting the digital version because that's just how I do. But you guys, holla at me about Vixen. Let me know what you think about the series in general, from the story to the character development and all of that stuff, and also the character design. Also, the Flash, involvement and all that. It's really cool. So let's go on and chop it up in the comments. But before then, I'm going to have to move on to the next subject. And of course, we got to get down to next up. And last but not least is the Best Animated Feature from the Oscars 2017. There were a lot of great movies in there. I'll be honest, I was pulling for I Know, I've reviewed it, I loved it. Kubo and the Two Strings got beat out, but I did think it had a dark horse chance of making it. But I would like to say congratulations to Zootopia for winning Best Animated Feature this year. Zootopia is definitely a dope movie. I think that it hits on a lot of social issues and what probably helped it push it over the edge, because it speaks about class issues, racial issues, gender issues, prejudice and bias. It speaks about a lot of that in kind of a safe space kind of tone with dealing with animals, which I guess helps take the sting off people that could have been offended by that content. And I'm happy that a movie like that got, because it's still very socially relevant. It's animated well. Disney always comes to play. Last year they had Moana, which was also in the running for the Oscar as well. And, Disney Pixar together have always came with the top flight content. But I do think that now that we have Illumination coming into the game, we have Warner Animation Group starting to step up with the Lego franchise, I would have loved to see someone different get the award. And so in this case, if you're watching this right now and you watch the Oscars and you love Zootopia or you love Kubo, there's definitely a lot to love about the running in this group of animated films. I think there was a nice mix of maybe style and genre. Also, I'd definitely like to hear your comments down below and let me know what you wanted to win, if there was something that did not get nominated that should have been, and also would you have picked one or the other? Like, is Moana your film? Is Kubo your film? Could, you know, maybe Zootopia is your film and it already won. So jump down in the comments, let me know. Let's talk about some animation, man, because you know on thumbnails, we got to show that animation some love. It's not a style, it's a medium, and I think it's good enough for all of us to enjoy. Also, don't forget, this weekend I'm going to be reviewing the animated film Gans O or Gans Zero. It's on Netflix. You guys should definitely check it out this week. So when we review it on Friday, we'll have a lot to talk about. So before I bounce, you know I got to say hit up NERDSoul.com and check out all the videos from the beginning to the middle to the current joints that I got going on right now. It is so dope and so very necessary. Then you can hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and get yourself a t-shirt, player, and don't forget to get one for your playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, and subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul, because on the real, there is no way I can show people that you like what you are watching. And of course, much love to LA, what up, VA, what up, RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Peace.